Let's start with a question. What is that one thing that's been featuring in almost every conversation these days? The heat. It's not even April yet, and New Delhi is recording 41 degrees Celsius. The situation is the same in cities across India and outside. Mumbai, for example, is hovering around 35 degrees. In Bhopal, it's almost 40 degrees. Such temperature is not normal. What's happening is not normal. It is called global warming, and it is plaguing even the coldest places on Earth. This is the Concordia Research Station. It is in Antarctica. The temperature here has gone up by 38 degrees Celsius. This place is 38 degrees warmer than usual, 38 degrees. Think of it as New Delhi being 38 degrees warmer than average, burning at 80 degrees Celsius, or London being 60 degrees Celsius, or Abu Dhabi recording a temperature of 80 degrees plus. That's the kind of calamity Antarctica is battling. On a normal day, temperature around this research station would be around minus 80 degrees. Cold enough for our fingers, toes and nose to freeze within a minute. During summers, the temperature in this part of the planet rises to minus 25 degrees Celsius. Right now, Antarctica is approaching winters. Ideally, the temperature should have been around minus 49 degrees Celsius. Instead, on the 18th of March, scientists recorded a temperature of minus 11.5. It was 38 degrees warmer than the same last year. Experts say this could be a world record for the highest temperature rise, 38 degrees. It is being called an extraordinary heat wave. I know what some of you are thinking. How can minus 11 even qualify as a heat wave? I know minus 11 degrees Celsius is not warm by any standards, but in Antarctica, it is unusual. It is a heat wave. Such temperature has never been recorded in this part of the world. We are talking about a 38-degree temperature rise, again, something that's unheard of. Not too far from Concordia Research Station is the Vostok Station. It is a Russian research base. It was in Vostok that the world's coldest temperature was recorded, minus 89.2 degrees. The year was 1983. And we are in 2022 now. On the 18th of March, Vostok 2 recorded a temperature that was 27 degrees warmer than average, again far from normal. Within days of this record temperature, the ice shelf in Antarctica collapsed. A floating chunk of ice, almost the size of Los Angeles, collapsed. And something like this has never happened in our lifetimes, or even since we began studying these ice shelves. This collapse was out of the ordinary. Just like the temperature rise, global warming triggered it. What's next? Experts too are not sure of what's coming next.
This is an ice shelf where there's been no ground-based research ever, so we're left to only see from our satellite observations and make our educated guesses at what's going on from there.
It had been, sort of these slow changes that have happened. Relatively slow changes that have happened with the ocean warming and the glacier flow. One fast thing that happened was that weather event last week. And so that, I wouldn't say that it's the entire story, but it certainly added a pressure onto those ice shelves that we haven't seen before. And so that's why the timing was sort of interesting, I guess.
This video shows that our world is changing. Ice caps are disappearing, ice shelves are collapsing. All of this is adding to the warming water. Some of this water will come to the beach near you. The water levels will go up further, and with every passing heat wave, our cities will sink a little more. The soaring temperature, the warming cities, the unbearable March afternoons, the collapsing ice shelves, the rising water levels. This is global warming. It is not a dreaded future anymore. Global warming has become our present reality. What are we doing about it? WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.